There's something magnetic about a person who walks into a room and doesn't need to say a word, yet everyone feels their presence. That's not luck, that's emotional discipline. That's the quiet power of someone who has mastered themselves. The foundation of Stoic energy. People think foreplay begins with touch, but it starts much earlier. With your energy, your patience, your calm. It's the way you hold eye contact without needing to fill silence. It's the slow tone of your voice, the softness that hides deep control. When your mind is still, your presence becomes intense. And that intensity, not chaos, is what draws people closer. Foreplay that never fails is not a trick. It's a state of being. It's the energy that says, I don't need to chase anything. I am enough. In that calm, you create safety. In that stillness, you awaken curiosity. Stoicism teaches that your first relationship is with your own emotions. If you can't stay composed with yourself, you can't create peace for someone else. So before any intimacy begins, it starts within. In a world obsessed with fast pleasure, your patience becomes mysterious. Everyone else rushes, you slow down. Everyone seeks attention, you observe. That difference is what builds anticipation. It's what makes people lean in when you say nothing. They're not reacting to your moves. They're reacting to your mastery. When you understand yourself deeply, you move differently. You speak less, but every word hits harder. You touch less, but every touch carries meaning. This is the kind of energy that doesn't fade after a night. It lingers in memory because it felt real. That's the essence of Stoic attraction. Calm intensity, not chaos. Foreplay that never fails isn't something you do to someone. It's something you create between two energies. And that begins with awareness. Noticing how your emotions shift, how your breathing changes, how your presence feels to others. Most people are so busy thinking about what's next that they forget to be here, now. But the present moment is where all connection lives. A Stoic never rushes because he knows that patience multiplies impact. The longer you can stay grounded, the deeper the attraction builds. Every pause, every glance, every slow movement communicates that you're in control, not only of yourself, but of the energy between you. When your presence feels safe, the other person relaxes. They can drop their guard because you're not pushing, not performing, not seeking. You're simply being. And that being energy is magnetic because it's so rare. It's not the loudest person who wins hearts. It's the calmest one in the room. Think of foreplay not as physical escalation, but as emotional alignment. The Stoic understands that the mind leads the body. When you connect with someone's thoughts, when you listen deeply, when you observe without judgment, you create space for vulnerability. That space is where real intimacy is born. So when you approach foreplay through Stoicism, it's not about rushing into stimulation. It's about cultivating connection. It's about letting silence do half the talking. It's about showing restraint so the other person feels your control. Because nothing is more attractive than someone who's composed in the presence of desire. Stillness is a language most people have forgotten how to speak, but the Stoic lives there. He doesn't need to fill every moment with words or movement. He lets energy breathe. And in that stillness, anticipation grows naturally. The slower you go, the stronger the connection becomes. When you're calm, your energy speaks louder. Your breathing becomes steady, your tone softens, your gestures slow down. This communicates confidence without effort. It tells the other person, I'm not trying to take, I'm here to experience. And that shift, from taking to being present, is what makes the moment unforgettable. Real foreplay doesn't happen when you touch. It happens when you pause right before. That breath, that heartbeat, that silence. That's where intensity lives. Most people rush through it. A Stoic stays there because he knows the mind enjoys the buildup more than the release. He doesn't chase the climax, he enjoys the journey. When you embody stillness, you awaken awareness. You start noticing the smallest reactions. A glance, a breath, a subtle movement. You respond to energy, not impulse. That's how mastery looks in intimacy. Patient, attentive, deliberate. And it's powerful because it's rare. In Stoicism, foreplay becomes meditation. You're not reacting, you're observing. You're not controlling someone, you're controlling yourself. And through that self-control, you invite trust. You say without words, you can relax. I won't rush this moment. That safety becomes the most seductive thing in the world. You can't have great foreplay without emotional safety. It's the invisible foundation. When someone feels emotionally safe with you, they open up naturally. Not because they have to, but because they want to. And that safety comes from how you respond to emotion. A Stoic doesn't panic when things get emotional. He doesn't withdraw or overreact. He stays grounded. He listens. He accepts without judgment. This emotional control is magnetic because it creates peace. And peace is the rarest pleasure in modern relationships. When you can stay calm under tension, the other person's nervous system starts to mirror yours. They begin to relax. That's biology, not philosophy. When your breath slows, theirs does too. When your tone softens, they match it. When your energy feels stable, their guard drops. This is how Stoic calm becomes the most reliable form of foreplay, because it bypasses ego and speaks directly to the body's sense of safety. In this state, intimacy becomes effortless. There's no acting, no trying, no pressure, just presence. You both feel the same rhythm, the same patience, the same quiet excitement. That's when connection becomes something beyond physical. It becomes spiritual. And that's the kind of foreplay that never fails because it's real. Restraint is not suppression, it's direction. It's knowing when to move and when to wait. A Stoic understands that desire grows in silence and space. If you rush, you kill anticipation. If you wait, you let the energy bloom. That's why the most powerful moments are often the pauses, the half smile, the eye contact, the shared breath before anything happens. You don't need to prove you can please someone. You just need to show that you can be still with them. The world is full of people chasing instant gratification. But those who can hold back, who can stay composed in the middle of passion, they create mystery, they create depth. Restraint is the highest form of dominance. It says, I could, but I choose not to yet. That choice is where power lives. It tells the other person that your emotions don't control you, you control them. And when someone feels that kind of stability, they surrender without fear, because your calm makes them feel safe enough to let go. That's why restraint is not weakness, it's leadership. It's emotional leadership that turns chaos into connection. The Stoic understands that pleasure without presence is empty, but presence with patience, that's eternal. Everything we've talked about comes down to one truth. The mind is the greatest foreplay. When you master it, everything else aligns. Your touch becomes more meaningful, your energy more grounded, your connection more authentic. Because you're not reacting, you're choosing. You're not chasing, you're creating. Foreplay that never fails is not a secret formula. It's a state of being. It's your peace, your patience, your power. It's the confidence that comes from not needing to rush. It's the art of turning every moment into meditation. When you can stay present in desire, when you can breathe through intensity, when you can give without needing to take, that's real mastery. That's the kind of energy that stays with people. Not because of what you did, but because of how they felt around you. Safe, seen, and wanted without pressure. That's what Stoicism brings to intimacy. Control without coldness, calm without distance. passion without chaos. So if you want to create foreplay that never fails, start with yourself. Breathe deeper. Speak slower. Move with intention. Let silence speak for you. Because when your presence is peace, desire takes care of itself. And remember, when the most seductive person is the one who doesn't try to seduce. They simply exist with such calm confidence that others can't help but be drawn in. That's stoic power. That's timeless attraction. If this message resonated with you, take a moment. Don't just watch, embody it. Carry this stillness into your relationships, your conversations, your daily life. And if you felt something shift while listening, make sure you subscribe to this channel because we talk about power, calm, attraction, and control. The Stoic way. Until next time, stay grounded, stay unshakable, and remember, foreplay isn't what you do to others. It's the energy you build within yourself.